everybody. Welcome to episode 43 and the season finale here on our Watford career mode. And today we are going to go sim right through this Brighton game to start. It's the last game of the season and we're kind of stuck where we are, though we could finish behind Everton now that I realize that. I hope we didn't finish behind Everton. And we didn't, thankfully. I was very worried there for a moment that we may not even get Europa League football because I was going to sim that game, but luckily we finished right ahead of Everton. We'll take a look at the way the league ended and what we need to improve on next year. We'll also take a look at how everybody did and, you know, stats and things from the year. What players we're going to move on, what players we're going to keep around, that sort of thing. Manchester United won the league by 3 points. Is that beating City on the last day? Liverpool beat Norwich 6-0 again. Oh, that's the beginning of the month. On the last day. Everton or Liverpool played United and beat United. Everton drew with Liverpool. And that killed it for them, though United won their games and wouldn't have changed too much anyway. But yes, United win the league on 94. Liverpool, Tottenham, and City finished second, third, and fourth, all on 91 points, all separated by goal difference. Then Chelsea finished on 87 and us on 80. So if we want to break into that top four, we're going to have to do 11 points better-ish to get into that gap after the update has put the top 5 or 6 clubs. First it was they win too little, and we got caught in a point, and now people think they win too much. I'm okay either way. I think we had a good year, but we're going to have to do more next year. We're going to sim forward about 2 weeks so we can get rid of all the trophies and things that are floating around. Jakubiak is being a bit of a pain. Runming Liang, hold on. Interest shown in wreckage. Runming Liang wants to cancel. Let's take a look at him and see if he's worth keeping around. In our youth academy. Goalkeeper, 87. Yeah, we can promote him. Why not? We're waiting for that Yang Ming Bai to get of age so we can actually bring him up. But I'm kind of trying to skip forward just to... Why are we on a 62 rating now? Stop declining. It's Jakubiak, who's been an absolute pain. He's leaving at the end of the season, but he keeps complaining, and now they want us to deal with it. Did you see that youth thing, by the way? 2 Fs and 3 Ds, for the love of God. Nice work. Increasing the club's worth. We've done it. Youth player wants out. We've dealt with it. We're on a 63 manager rating, which is really annoying. But we did finish in that Europa League spot. I'm pretty positive. So... that's good. That's where the club wanted us to be. Manchester United won the Europa League. Player contracts expiring. Troy Deeney. We're not going to let that happen. Where are you, Troy? Troy stays for the duration of this career. Delegate renewal. I've recently negotiated a contract with him. Maybe he's not leaving, or maybe he didn't want to stay. We'll have to see what that looks like at the beginning of next year, I guess. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure we negotiated that a while ago. That is annoying. Didn't want him to go anywhere, and I thought we'd negotiated that. I could have sworn my life we negotiated that. It says we have, but I guess he didn't accept it. Or maybe he's just off. Or maybe he's retiring, or I have no idea. But we're keeping these lads around. 93 to Young 94, and Yang Bai has... We're going to promote him to the senior team. He has just turned 16. This lad looks like he's going to be really, really good. I'm excited to see where he turns into. So it keeps saying that's expiring, and that worries me a little bit. But let's take a look at how everybody finished the year. Unfortunately for Deeney, we did want to keep him around as a sentimental kind of value, but he wasn't going to play too much. Watford through and through Troy Deeney, but as we said, I didn't want him going anywhere. But let's take a look at the squad up and see how everybody did. this year. Stats. Foster played 4 games. He's declined quite a bit. We're going to need a new goalkeeper. Maybe the young kid who just bought up can be the new backup. Liang, maybe he's the new backup. Rui with 55 appearances, 8 clean sheets. We're going to have to work on the clean sheet aspect. Messina with 13 games, 4 clean sheets. Reguilon 47 appearances, 6 clean sheets. Badiashile 22 appearances. He's grown to 76 overall. He's going to be really good. Malang Sarr with 45 appearances, up to 80 overall. Cabaselli, 30 years of age now. He did grow it overall, which has caught me off guard. But if we get a really good offer for him, we may move him on. 38 appearances, an assist, 5 clean sheets. Ager, only 17 appearances. We're going to need to up that. He's played really well toward the end of the season. Heinrichs, who's hurt, 79 overall, 31 appearances, 2 goals and an assist. Played really well. Des played really well as also. This has turned out to be a good signing already. 72 overall, only 20 years of age, 24 appearances, 2 goals, 4 assists. For the right back, he can play left back as well. So maybe we just bring in a right back, and we have our cover for both sides. Grujic, 80 overall, 25, 2 goals, 3 assists from deep midfield. Not too bad on 25 appearances. Benitez, 8 appearances, up to 74 overall. He's going to be quite good, this guy right here. Decore, 5 goals, 8 assists in 50 appearances from deep midfield, up to 85 overall. Of course, very much a part of the spine. Ortiz, 6 appearances, a goal and an assist to him. The youngster, 66 overall, only 17. Looks like he's going to be rather good. He may go out on loan, depending on what happens. We'll see. I'd like Yang Bai to get a little bit of game time. If his potential is 93 and 94, we need to get him up there here at the club. Pereira, 32 appearances, 7 goals, 9 assists. Obviously declined. He is 30. Another player we may move on, depending on the offers and things that come in. Barco, 47 appearances, 18 goals, 19 assists. A great season for the young man. Only 22, 79 overall. Bright future ahead of him. McKennie, 31 appearances, 2 goals, 4 assists. Spent a good portion of the beginning of the season hurt. Still only 22, 82 overall. We have some good options in midfield. Deli Bashiru, 1 appearance. It looks like we may move him on. 21 already, only 68. He's not growing as much as I'd like, and it's going to be tough for him to fit into the midfield. We may move him on. Gedson Fernandez, 81 overall, 22 years of age, 44 appearances, 10 goals, 4 assists, 10 clean sheets. A really proper player. Excuse me. A proper player we have here. Can play at a variety of spots in the midfield. And we have 3 really good midfielders with McKennie, Fernandez, and Decore, and Benitez coming up. We have got some good players, some young players as well. Kana, 21 years of age, up to 80 overall. Took a huge leap forward this year. 6 goals, 9 assists, and 30 appearances. Really, really coming along. Ismail Sarr, 11 goals, 14 assists. And after 40 appearances, up to 83 overall, only 23 as well. We've got a good young team coming along here. Will Hughes, 6 appearances. Another player we look like we're going to move on. He's just physically is very difficult to fit into the midfield with what we want to do. Kent, 40 appearances, 11 goals, 5 assists, up to 80 overall. He's growing really, really nicely. Took a big leap this year, of course, growing 5 overall from 75. Very nicely done from the 24-year-old. De La Feu, 83 overall, still only 27. I thought he was a little bit older than that, but looks like he's going to be playing on a left wing for a little bit. 12 goals and 8 assists in 43 appearances. Very nicely done. And then Juan Hernandez, 83 overall, 22 years of age, growing nicely. 33 goals, 22 assists for the front man. An 8.3 average rating throughout the year is an absurd, absurd number. Troy Deeney, 15 appearances, 2 goals and an assist. I don't know if he's leaving or not. I don't know what that is. I hope not. He's not gonna. His contributions to the team are going to continue to shrink, but we don't want him to leave. As sentimental value as it is, as you can see, declined by 2 overall points, but still want him around. Suarez, 2 goals, 4 assists, most of it coming in that last game he played against Newcastle. Another player we look like we're going to move on. And then Danny Welbeck, 30 years of age, a player we might keep around. 20 appearances, 7 goals, 8 assists. As long as he doesn't complain about his lack of first-team football, he's a player we'd like and look like we're going to keep around. So what's going to happen in the transfer window, we look like we're going to have a bunch of money. Hopefully we do. And where to spend the money is going to be difficult to look at. So what's going to be going on is, leaving wise, it looks like we're going to need another striker. We have Danny Welbeck, who's not leaving. I don't know if Dini's leaving or not. Even if he does, I'd like another striker. Or even if he doesn't, I'd like another striker. And then Suarez we're going to sell on. So we'll see. I think we're going to loan out Ortiz here. And I think really just getting better and cracking that next level is just bringing in more quality, I think. Just better quality. Pereira's going to leave. Do we bring in a really good cam? And bring Barco down? We're going to need to up the quality of the bench as well. Just a better striker probably. A better cam. So if we move Barco to the bench and bring in a really good cam, perhaps. Midfield wise, we're looking okay. Do we bring in another midfielder perhaps? Grujic, nice to have around, but isn't the slickest of players. On the wings we look pretty decent. Maybe we bring in another winger to eventually take over for De La Feu, and be next in line under him, and then we can keep Kent on the right. Or do we bring in another right midfielder and leave Kent to the left? We'll see. We're going to need to bring in another right back, or a player who can play right back and left back. We have Dest there who can play right back and left back, so maybe we just bring in a really good right back. And then we have a Heinrichs backup kind of thing, and Dest can play on both sides with Reguilon and Messina. Goalkeeper, I think we're okay. So, I mean, we're going to have a ton of money. So, I'm going to put a big list of players together, and hopefully you guys in the comments leave me, you know, what you would like to see in that come into the club. We are going to be battling on 4 fronts next year. We're going to have European football. We're going to be racing for that top 4 spot. As you see, we need to make up 11 points on Manchester City. We're going to need to play better against the big dogs. We're going to need to have more options all around the squad. I mean, Dest toward the end of the year was running right back on his own, and it was very difficult. We had to move Fernandez back there a couple times. A couple midfielders had to come in on that side. So it's going to be very, very difficult. But we'll have to see how it goes, guys. But just a quick episode ending the season here. We can actually take a look before the season ends on who won the tournaments we are going to be a part of. So United won that. The FA Cup goes to Liverpool, who beat City in the final. Carabao Cup goes to United, who beat Chelsea. So United did a treble this year. The League, the Carabao Cup, and the Europa League. The Champions Trophy. Oh, that was our preseason tournament. Champions League, Barcelona did beat Real Madrid after they knocked us out convincingly. And then here, as you can see, Manchester United beat Mönchengladbach in the final to win that as well. So it's going to be a very difficult year next year, a year with tons of games, but we got to bring some major quality into the squad, and hopefully we can do that, guys. But that's going to be the end of this video. In the comments, let me know who you'd bring into the squad, who you'd let go, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to have a ton of money. As we said, we left over 92 million this year, so I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money we have here, a lot of money to burn, and we'll see what we can do with it, guys. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, and peace.